Okay, hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is James IZ and I'm back yet with another video. And of course they just keep coming and coming, they keep evolving, or no, they're not really evolving, they're not really doing anything different. Like this jabroni over here, this guy isn't really doing anything special basically. I mean, he's basically doing the same shit Andy Elliot. I guess he's trying to build a sales rep team or something, or like something along the lines of he owns a company of salespeople, and I guess companies go to him so that he can sell their products to them, and like he has a team of sellers and, you know, people who want to just sell things to people. It's annoying, it's repetitive, and I'm just gonna keep on talking about these dudes if they keep popping up out of nowhere. Whenever I look this guy up, of course there's no actual business connected to him, of course. So it's the standard usual, you know, podcast setup. It's like a little short TikTok clip or snippet taken from like a podcast setup, and he re-uploads it to Instagram. He's talking like he knows something, and he's speaking with conviction, just like the rest of them. I mean, this guy really isn't any different.
So I called my bank, and when I called them, I asked for $250,000. Now, for me, $250,000 is not much money. As you guys could understand, $250,000 is not much money. When I called the bank and said, hey, I'd like to pick up $250,000 because I need it for my podcast, I want to show a little bit of money. They said to me, well, we're probably gonna need for anything over $20,000 to make an order, which will take about 3.5 to 4 weeks to arrive. Then we're gonna need an armed guard that's gonna meet you, walk you to your car, and make sure that you drive away with the money. So then I said, look, I need just $250,000.
Even if you had the money like that, you don't have to go through all of that. I'm not really in like his financial bracket that like he's claiming here, so I don't know if any of that is true, that if you can really just take out like like $250,000, right, you have to have armed guards around you and you have to have security follow you or something. Is that actually real? You don't really have to go through all of that. You can really just fake it, honestly. Like, people are dumb. I know like this guy has followers here on Instagram, so there's definitely people out there who is buying his bullshit, so he could have just bought some fake prop money off of Amazon, next day delivery off of Amazon, right? That's what he's probably doing right now. You telling this convoluted story, most people with common sense knows that you're full of shit. That Richard Mille is not worth 6 figures. This watch right here, it's not worth 6 figures. I'm gonna tell you that up front. It looks like a toy. Richard Mille's look like toys, and dumb fucks with money like you buy it.
You get me $250,000 in 4 weeks, it's fine, I'll wait. It took about 5 weeks, and that's why we delayed this podcast, for me to receive $160,000. That's all they were able to scrap. That's a bunch of bullshit. That means that I have money in the bank that doesn't exist. And then I come to find out that only 3 to 5% of the money in the economy is physical money. The rest of it was digital money in all the centralized banks.
The bank itself, I guess he cleaned it out or something. So the bank that he went to, which was probably like a small scale Capital One or something, only gave him 160 grand when he asked for $250,000. What, did he just clean out the bank like physically and with like physical money? So they don't, and then like now he's talking about crypto, bro. Where do they keep spawning these dudes in? There's like 10 other guys on Instagram right now that look just like him anyway. The beard and talking about money and tribal tattoos. What makes him so fucking special then?
You wake up in the morning, you do that, you will go running for 30 minutes, you won't be able to stop. Let me tell you guys a little secret. If you want to cut fat and you want to feel amazing in the morning, what you want to do is do cardio first thing in the morning. But before cardio, I take a little bit of apple cider vinegar, I squeeze half a lemon, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, throw in some cayenne pepper, a little bit of ginger juice, I'll put a hint of turmeric.
This man is creating potions first thing in the fucking morning. He's a warlock. That's it right there. He's a fucking warlock.
The true secret to success that you guys never think about, and I guarantee you it never even crossed your mind, is this. Do you guys know a guy named Bill Gates? Of course you do. He's worth $120 billion. He's also 70 years old, and he also looks like he's 90. But let me ask you this. Do you think if you're 20, 30, 40, and you're beating yourself, you're telling yourself you are not successful, you have nothing, you're worthless, do you think Bill Gates wouldn't trade with you your time and your looks for his money? And
alright guys, so the secret to success, I guess, just going based off the bullshit ramble that is going on, is youth. in time. If you're around the ages of 13 to maybe 12 years old right now, you should probably stop going to school and start your own business right now, honestly. Like, bro, like, stop wasting your time on video games and all that stupid shit, bro. You're young right now. You should start working on your business right now so that maybe in like your mid-20s you'll be successful, huh? How about that? Like, you're 14, 15 years old, wasting your time going to fucking school. Start your business right now. Start up your own meme coin right now and rug pull it, okay? Trust me, it'll all work out in the end, bro. You got this.
Now the question is, would you trade with him? Would you be Bill Gates and take $120 billion and remove out of your life 50 years just to have that money? No, you wouldn't. You know why? Because money is not that important. It's not. But as long as you have time, you have all the success you need to get that money.
Money isn't that important, but what is important is time, so that you have enough time to get more money. Please don't buy his course or whatever the fuck he's selling. Let me check out on what he's fucking selling. Hold up. Apply for coaching. Learn the ways of a millionaire and join my newsletter. Schedule a call now. Join my Telegram. He's selling coaching, I guess. He's selling some sort of coaching.
This is when you know a man has given up. He lost the battle with other men. Even when you see bodybuilders that are about to go to the top, but then all of a sudden they're like, you know, if I brought my best self this year, that's all that matters. It's not about winning. But when you hear somebody talking mad trash, he might lose this time and the next time, but if he keeps talking trash and keeps pushing, all of a sudden he becomes a winner. But when people are like, nah, you know, I don't want to be the richest guy out there, and I don't want the best girl out there, it's okay. It's because they gave up. They realize that other men have it and they can't get it.
He's trying to compare competition to money and business, having the most money and having the nicest things and having the baddest bitch out there, because he wants to be better than other men out there. So he's just doing that for other people's approval. Bodybuilding is not the same thing. It's not the same thing as business. I mean, there are certain comparisons, of course. A discipline and like the time and dedication it takes to build a great physique and or build a great business, you know what I mean? Like, those are comparable, but it's just drastically different when like you're taking copious amounts of drugs and anabolic steroids that completely ruin your fucking body.
It's when they start dying. That's why they hit me up and say, hey man, I'm depressed. I don't know what to do anymore. You need to build.
He might have a point about the link to depression and not doing anything with your life and or having no purpose. And so his idea of getting out of depression is to compete with rich dudes and gain as many material things and as much money as possible.
This will be shocking to you guys, but do you know where is the safest place for me to store my wealth? Let me share with you. You guys probably think possibly in a safe or maybe invest. The greatest place I have ever stored my wealth was in my mind. Because unless you...
Yeah, bro, he can lose as much money as possible and gain it right back.
So many people go to the movies to watch other people make money, to watch other people win.
Okay, then why are you watching other rich dudes be successful and then you get jealous of that and then you want to compete with them? Catching up with the Joneses or keeping up with the Joneses, that's what it's called. That's the term. He talked about that earlier, but then now he's talking about people who want to go to the movies and enjoy some entertainment now. Okay.
So many people go to the movies to watch other people make money, to watch other people win. You're buying a ticket to their show. When are you going to buy a ticket to your show? To watch your vision board, to see what it is that you want to do with your life. Watch your success. You got to stop watching other people succeed. You have to take down all of the TVs in your house, leave the theater, leave the...
Guys, stop entertaining yourself and stop trying to enjoy a good story, guys. Listen, you need to create your own story. I don't know what the fuck this man is chatting about. This man is demonizing watching movies and watching TV shows. Oh, bro, it's all fiction. I mean, it's not real, okay? These aren't real people that we're fucking watching, dumbass. You think real life is like that or something?
Movies, put up whiteboards and watch your success grow. You need to live your life like every single second there is a camera crew following you around and watching every single move you make.
Okay, so now he's talking about everybody should have schizophrenia.
Look at the men, all these movies. Look at Spider-Man, you know? All of them, they're all geeks. They want you to want to look like a geek. They don't want real men around. They don't want Spartans. They don't want you to get up in the morning and say, I'm a king and want to take over the world.
The whole point of Spider-Man was that he started out as a nerdy teenage kid and then he got bit by that spider. You know, he grew muscle and everything and then he turned into Spider-Man. You know, he was like the average nerdy kid in high school to saving New York City now. That's the whole point of Spider-Man. I don't know what you're talking about, that he's a geek. Maybe the Tom Holland one. Yeah, sure, he's a fucking dork. The Tobey Maguire Maguire Spider-Man, the OG Peter Parker in the comic books. The fuck you chatting about, bro? Like, those are goats. Like, what are we talking about, bro? And then, like, this nigga brings up Spartans from, like, 300. That movie was fucking garbage, if we're being honest here. Is it, like, cool, I guess, to see a bunch of muscular men go to war? I mean, yeah, it is kind of cool. I still like that from time to time myself, but every fucking movie, that should be in my mindset all the fucking time. Is this a Grant Cardone clone or something? Who the fuck is this guy?
Fire. They're taking the fire out of the kids. Not to forget to mention, before Donald Trump, you know, they're also trying to chop him off.
He starts talking about Donald Trump being a man's man. Yeah, being a man's man, but isn't man enough to say shit about Israel, huh?
The big question out there, Bitcoin or real estate? Well, let's look at both.
Only people like you are asking that big ass question. That's a big question. Like, nobody's fucking asking that question in like everyday conversation. Bitcoin or real estate? Bro, Bitcoin fell off like crazy. Crypto in general just fell off like crazy. Invest in real estate, guys. I don't even need to watch this fucking video. Fuck you, shut up.
Why aren't more people speaking about this? I absolutely don't understand. It is a proven fact that sales is the #1 job in the world.
Okay, so if more people talk about sales, so if everybody was trying to be a salesman, what product would we sell? Who's gonna produce the products that we want to sell to people and want to pester and bother people about?
If I went on a sale today and I made $3,000, I know right now that Mrs. Garcia or Mr. Johnson is going to pay for my Lambo payment. That's how sales work. Sales is the only job that will pay you more than any job, and you determine how much money you make today.
Of course, he's talking about sales, and then he just brings up his Lambo that he needs to pay off. This guy's actually funny. You know that? Oh man, this is the irony.
You more than any job, and you determine how much money you make today. Opening up a business, being a CEO, being some top employee. But if you're sitting there working at a job 9 to 5, getting paid per hour, or possibly working on a business that you trade with your job to own another job because now you're working 24/7. And if you calculate how much money you make,
guys, just buy his sales course, okay? Buy his sales coaching, okay, guys? Buy it. I'm just joking. Please don't fucking buy that shit. Anyway, if you learned anything from this video, go ahead and leave a like on the video. Subscribe to my channel. Be wary of these types of dudes. It looks all professional. They speak on about a mindset and building a business and money and all that. Money, all that type of bullshit, right? There is no actual real business behind them, behind their name. If like you really Google them, the only thing that pops up is their social media and their fucking courses and business coaching. That's literally it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed today's video, like the video. If you yeah, that's it. I'm done here. Subscribe to the channel.